What I love about this career path is that every single day is different. Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I am an account executive here at Google with a background in data and analytics. I get to work with all different types of organizations to help them figure out how do they solve their challenges with data. So basically taking any sort of complex data problem and helping make those connections. I've always been a very curious person. You can ask my parents. I was constantly asking them questions. And so being able to lean into that in this role has been awesome. But I also had to develop my skills over time. So when it came to any of those more technical skills, I had to lean into being more formalized with my learning and being more systematic about my approach. But having that underlying curiosity and hunger for learning has really served me well. One of my very first jobs was working as an attendant at tennis courts. I was in charge of cleaning up the courts, I was in charge of making sure that everyone was sharing very effectively, and I was also in charge of managing all of the lessons and activities that would happen on that court. When you look at that now, you might say, how does that relate to data and analytics? And what I found was that I was constantly collecting information about all of the people who were participating in the courses, all of the people who were trying to get time on the courts, and then I was trying to figure out how do we make this more efficient. When you look at any type of problem, it all comes down to what is the information we're trying to gather and what is the goal outcome that we're trying to achieve. When I first was graduating, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and the first role I went into, I was very fortunate where I got to spend a little bit of time working with all different cloud technologies. But I definitely gravitated towards the data and analytics solutions because I could see so tangibly how we were solving problems with them. When I was starting out, I would have loved to have known that nobody has all the answers. And so that ties into my whole ethos around asking questions and being curious. You might feel sometimes like you should know the solution right off the bat, but nobody does. And if they are, they're probably pretending. So I found that if I had been more comfortable earlier on with just going in as a learner, that you'll get the better outcome. The best advice that I can give you is to stay persistent. There are going to be times when the problems are really hard to solve or you'll have no idea where to start. But if you stay persistent, you will figure it out and you will continue to progress.